development and the operations and the implications of the technology, so that these young faculties will work as the ambassador of the industry in the academy, and they will transfer the technology, the knowledge in the academia, in their students. So this is the fourth batch. Today's session is the final session, last session of this program. So, dear academicians, we are very privileged and honored that Engineer Karthik V, permanent resident of Singapore, has accepted our request to take the final session, last session of the PARAKH fourth batch program. We have shared the CV of the Engineer Karthik in our WhatsApp group, but in brief, I would like to mention that Engineer Karthik has 27 years of experience in BIM process, BIM, BIM implementation, project management, CAD team lead, develop and maintain modeling and drafting standards, training, coordination, 3D modeling, 2D drawing preparation for structural steel and rebar detailing, and supervision of architectural, civil, infrastructure, PFD, FEM, MEP, transport planning, maritime, piping, and supervision works involving treatment plants, sugarcane plants, cement factory, paper mills, rail, stadium, commercial and residential building. This brief introduction is just showing his diversified experience and the span of the experience of Engineer Karthik, exposed but not limited to Autodesk Revit, Autodesk Civil 3D, Bentley Open Buildings Designer, Bentley Open Roads, Bentley Open Rails, Bentley Open Plant, Tekla, Bentley Parametric Cell Studio, Bentley Project Wise, Bentley Navigator, Naviswork, Folibri Model Checker, Green Building Studio, Ecotect, Coftex, Autodesk, SoftOS, FM Systems, AutoCAD, MicroStation, Econex, Conject, Autodesk, Desk Vault, Autodesk Construction Cloud, Adobe 3D, Microsoft Project. List is very long, but I have mentioned few points. The detail achievements of Engineer Karthik has been shared in the group. So with these words, I request Engineer Karthik to take the session and deliver his technical presentation in the PARAKH fourth batch program. So sir, please, now I am handing over session to you, sir. Please.
Thank you, sir. Thanks for the brief introduction. So can we start? Is there people are there or we need to wait?
No, sir, we may start, sir.
Okay. Let me share my screen. Okay. Can see my screen, everyone?
Yes, sir, your screen is coming now.
Excellent. Okay. My name is Karthik. Thanks for this opportunity to share my experience. Also, we are going to discuss about BIM, VDC, IDD. Let me go into detail for your easy understanding. First thing, you can see the company name Bibitech. As sir mentioned, we are stationed in Singapore. Also, we have academy in we started academy in India also by VTech. Our motto is we need to educate people on this new environment, which is really highly was that the people are looking. Even this morning I got around 35 requirement this morning. People ask me, Karthik, can you introduce people? So I receive around 35 requirement for this BIM modeler, coordinator, and manager roles. Worldwide, people are started looking for this resource. So what I can highlight, the important part is something like you can compare in 2K. There is a requirement for IT people. Everyone study IT. People said, yeah, this IT is going to be a future. Everyone running behind IT. I hope your people remember that one. Same thing now happening in this construction industry. Not only the construction industry, even operation and maintenance. Every industry now people are moving towards BIM. So before I go into BIM, as Sir mentioned, I'm an operation director in my company by VTech. Also, I like the role lead BIM process manager. Then I'm associate lecturer in a few universities, polytechnics in Singapore. Also in India, 1 or 2 colleges, I'm doing some guest lecturing for BIM, VDC, and IDD. Building Construction and Authority, you can see over there, BCA. They are the lead people for any construction activity in Singapore. Even you can see in Singapore they have a point system. So once people finish their degree or diploma, they join the job, they should continuously update their education one. So they have to go to this BCA, they have to study and get the points, then only they can sustain in the market. So the system is slightly different. I heard that India also having that one, people also moving to us. Also, I'm a part-time lecturer in the NUS, National University of Singapore. Also, Singapore Institute of Management. Those areas. Okay. Even some polytechnics also. I'm providing course materials and conducting classes for them. Train the trainer programs also I'm doing. So when we go into BIM, VDC, IDD, people keep on talking about BIM only. Suddenly, you might heard about VDC and IDD. What is that? So first, you just look at the picture. You can see BIM is the red dot, which is a small part now. So it's covered by VDC. Then the IDD covered by the VDC. So covered the VDC. So BIM becomes very small now. Last time, BIM is a huge part. People have started learning BIM everywhere. People talk about, but now BIM become really small. We are in IDD. So end of the session, your people can understand clearly what is BIM, what is VDC, what is IDD. So as mentioned by VTech in Singapore and India also. Okay, first we discuss about BIM, building information modeling. So how, why, who, when, where we can start the BIM. We are going to discuss about that. Quite interesting part. Then I explain in a better way for you to understand more. Okay. So example, you can keep your chat box ready. So we can discuss over our chat box. The slide is not moving. Can you see my slides now?
Yes, sir. Now it is visible, sir. Sorry that I could not understand that you are discussing on the first slide. It is fine, everything, sir. Everything is fine now, sir.
Okay, so now you can see the slide, how, why, who, when, and where. Am I right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That is visible, sir.
Excellent. So now I have a. Sometimes I ask you people. I prefer you to key in the answer in the chat box. So please make sure where is the chat box, how to key in. If you are really interested to answer, okay, make it interactive. Then it will be quite interesting. Okay, the first one. Do you know this story? Anybody know this story? Actually, this one is a elephant story. 5 people who never seen the elephant before, then they touch the elephant, then they feel, then they explain how the elephant looks like. This is a simple story, but this is the eye opener for whoever jumping into BIM environment. The first thing we are working on 2D. We are working on 2D environment. Everything we are imagine. Example, the elephant is designed by architect. Then structural, mechanical, electrical, plumbing, fire protection, also contractor, everyone, subcontractor, everyone looking into the 2D document. Then they imagine how the design looks like. So this is one of the example for you to understand. One guy touched the trunk, then he imagined something. Then another one touched the ear, he say elephant look like a fan. Another one touched the trunk, he say elephant look like a snake. Another one touched the leg, he say elephant look like a tree. Another one touched the wall, then elephant look like a the stomach, then he say elephant look like a wall. Last one touched the tail and he say elephant look like a growth. This is the 2D environment, okay? So everyone just imagine, we never seen the design before which architect came out, then we just imagine first how it looks like. So end of the day, the design come out this way. So the 2D always give this kind of result, unless otherwise we are really good, okay? Okay, you can see the second example here. If I give you 2 2D drawing, one is rectangle, a square, other side is a circle, then I ask you to imagine the shape. People imagine different shapes. Then if I give you the cylinder, then I ask you to tell what is the shape, then easily you can tell this is a cylinder. So that's the big difference between your 2D and 3D environment. So first we should understand, we will go into BIM in detail, okay, what is BIM, everything. But before that, I prefer your people should understand 3D environment, modeling, 3D model environment. So one side is a rectangle, other side is a circle. We need to imagine what is the shape of the object. But when we see the 3D model, we rotate, we measure, then we know what is that. So that is the first step. What is the benefit of BIM 3D perspective? So what is building information model? So building is a noun or verb, okay? So here people get confused, okay? People are asking, building means only building. Then we try to explain to everyone, okay, no, don't take it as a noun, take it as a verb. Okay, building, it can be a residential, it can be a commercial, it can be a bridge, road, rail, or industrial building. Everything is building here. Is it clear? Building, okay, don't think building is a building. Is everything here as a verb. Information, this one is a key point because building your people know, 3D your people know. Later I come to here, but what is information? What you can see over there? There is a price tag on the top. Maybe even some shops now, or maybe 10 years before, you can, if you go to the shop, you can see over there, people hang the dress. They put $10 on the top. The other side they hang a lot of shirts, then they put $15 on the top. This is called 2D environment. When you take the $15 shirt and try, then you don't like it or it's not fit to you, then you hang it in $10 row, the shirt become $10. A person stand there, the salesperson, they say, no, don't put that, and he put it in different another location, which is $15 location. So this is the environment we work. So this is not information, okay, tagging. But now you know, you buy the shirt in 4th floor, then you go to 1st floor, then ask them to bill it. Then they say, hey, this shirt got 10% discount. How the cashier know everything in the shop? So imagine the cashier last time somebody come and say this shirt 10% discount. But now the cashier sitting in one place, he or she know all the information about each and every items in the shop because of price tag. The price tag is the information. So this price tag is attached to the object. The information is attached to the object. So wherever you move, your things also, your details also move. No need to worry. Last time you take the $10 shirt and put it in $15, the shirt becomes $15. If you take the shirt $10, then $15 and put it in $5, it becomes $5. Unless others people, somebody watch it and put it in proper place, then it's okay. Otherwise, you are in trouble. Okay. So $10 shirt. Remember, this is good example. 3D modeling. Okay. So now we are talking about building information modeling. Modeling means people last time they talk about 3D. 3D is X, Y, Z only. Is it clear? People are talking about X, Y, Z. That is 3D. But we are talking about now 3D with the information, which is building information modeling. What is 3D X, Y, Z? Your people know some SketchUp model. People use the SketchUp model. The SketchUp model is the normal model. It's got length, breadth, depth. It doesn't have any information inside. So that one is just a 3D model. This one with the information. Later I tell you how the informations are there. So you can add information, okay, to each and every object. Whatever information you want, you can add it. So you can add the cost, you can add the time, you can add the whatever the facility management details, even the purchase detail, when you purchase it, when you fix it, you can add whatever data you want, okay, with the information, okay, building information modeling. If you Google it for building information modeling, you might have millions of definitions, okay. So the simple one, first, everyone please understand, okay, as long as you are all young teachers, you should not teach the wrong thing to the students. I heard in even a lot of places, even in India, a lot of places, last time in Singapore also, people mislead what is BIM. People say BIM is a software, you buy it from the shop. No, BIM is a process, okay? BIM is a technology, new technology, workflow, process. It's not a software. Last time, when we migrate from manual drafting to electronic, we use AutoCAD, MicroStation, some tools like that. So now people understand in the same way, if I buy some software, 3D software, modeling one, information modeling, I know BIM. So people misunderstand that. So remember, building information modeling is a new technology. Okay, you can make it AECO. Architectural, engineering, construction, and operation. Now we are bringing in operation also inside. So AECO, project, design, engineer, build, and manage, which is operation. Okay, for greater return of investment. So just imagine, okay, before I go into the more details, okay, what is the return of investment? Now I'm going to ask you a question, okay? I just look into your chat box. I want to see what you are answering. Is anybody answering, okay? I just take note. I can key in. We have two projects now. One project, okay? The first one, I just key in. First one, 3 years. Second one, okay, 5 years. The project duration. Both are same, but later I explain the method of construction is different. PPVC we are doing, so around 700 units, okay? But one project we finish it in 3 years. Another project we will finish it in 5 years. The first one, 3 years project is BIM, VDC, IDD, PPVC construction. The second one is the traditional one, okay? The second one is the traditional one, 5 years. Now we just started the project. So how much I can save money? What do you think? You can give any numbers. You just think about it. One project, same unit, 3 years, 700 units, 700 houses. Another project, 5 years, because we are using traditional method. So we save 2 years. What is return of investment? How you calculate? Is there any idea? Anybody can answer that one? So each house, total 700 house times, okay, you just calculate 700 house times. One house is example $2,000 rent, okay. So $2,000, I put 55 rupees, okay, roughly. So I put 55 rupees. So 2 years is 24 months. We just calculate this number. Only the rental. I'm not talking about the architectural team, engineering, construction team, machine rents, security services. All these costs I didn't calculate. Okay, I just calculate only the rental, return of investment. So you just calculate this number. You know how much money we save. Only the rental, because we finish it 2 years early. So anyone can see the number? Anybody? Kashing? Anybody can answer? Around 35 million this one. So I put the, so almost 18.5 crores. Am I right? 18.5 crores. Okay. We just got return of investment only in the rental. Just imagine you go for other areas. So what you need to understand, when you reduce the time, the cost will reduce automatically. First thing. You reduce your reworks, if you reduce your redesigning things, your cost will automatically reduce. Okay. So look at here, implementing BIM can deliver business benefits whichever you are designing suitable houses or remaining in the infrastructure or the entire cities. Okay, we are doing city information modeling, CIM now. So city information modeling also going on. So building information modeling is set of technology, process, policy, enable multiple stakeholders to collaboratively design, construct, operate a facility. So this is really key. Design, construct, operate. So this is the life cycle of a building. Okay. So first, this is not a product. BIM is not a product. Okay. Set of integrated process. Then BIM is a new technology. What is your traditional deliverables? What is mean by traditional deliverables? Anyone can say what is our traditional deliverables? 2D drawing is it? 2D drawings are our traditional deliverables. So remember, please remember, BIM is a new technology, okay, for traditional deliverable. If you want to create the 2D drawing, you can use BIM. But a lot of people again mislead the industry. Once BIM is on board, 2D drawing is no more. A lot of people creating this kind of statement, okay, it's not correct. Our traditional deliverable is important. The drawings, how we are going to use digitally, that is the key. But people, if people say no need 2D drawing, don't believe, okay? We need 2D drawings. But we are going to use it electronically, not like AutoCAD electronically. I'm going to use my iPad. Then I just click here, I know I can bring whatever drawing. Then I click the section mark, it's automatically open my section. Okay, so those are the details. Think BIM, think the process, not the software. So when I talk about BIM, start from the owner, go to the architect, then civil engineer, structural engineer, MEP, builders, then back to the owner. So it's a process. Start from the owner. So how it works? So the owner will come out the requirement. The architect come out the architectural design. Then pass it to the civil and structural people. Then they come out the civil and structure. Then archi and civil structure pass it to MEP. Then he do the MEP design. After all these people done the design work, then everything is coordinated, everything is perfect, then it will go to the contractor. Contractor will construct it properly, then hand over the building back to the owner for operation. So our maintenance operation and maintenance team will on board to handle to operate the building properly. Okay, later we see in detail, but this is the process normally where the BIM going to work. Okay. So first thing, what is BIM? I have a question for you. We draw 4 lines like this, am I right? We draw these 4 lines. 1 second. Let me check whether I can. So anybody know AutoCAD here? Anybody is good in AutoCAD? Okay, let me share my screen one more time. My whiteboard. Okay, can you see my screen? Okay, now you can see my screen. In AutoCAD, I draw this one. I draw something like this. As a drawing, how you call this one? As a drawing, you just understand first what is the difference between 2D and 3D. As a drawing, how you call this one? I call this one is a line, P line, continuous line, which is P line. I say P line. Then how I call this one? If I put C1 here, it's a column, correct? Then if I put S1 here, is a slab, am I right? If I put the cross like this, what is this? It's a void, it's an opening. So when I draw in AutoCAD, I drawing 4 lines. Then that 4 lines representing for a column or beam or slab, whatever. Okay. We just tell the software, hey, I'm drawing this one for column. Still the software couldn't remember. So we apply layer, column layer, beam layer. Still the software knows there is some lines for the column beam, but it couldn't count how many columns you got. Is that clear? So what happened here? When we draw this way, in AutoCAD or MicroStation 2D, just combination of 4 line only. But when we use the BIM tools, is the object modeling. What is meant by object modeling? This is really important part of this session. Okay, you should understand this part is clearly. In 2D environment, I draw 4 lines. But in 3D environment, BIM environment, I place object modeling. It's not only the modeling. Last time SketchUp we use is only the modeling. I draw the 4 lines, I just extrude. Okay. Now I'm doing BIM modeling, BIM, building information modeling. Object modeling in the sense I'm going to click the column and place the column. So when I click the column and place the column, the software knows this object is a column. So you just think about it. If the object knows this one is the column, then this column in first floor to second floor. Now you think about it. Quantity takeout, how easy. You can ask the software, hey, how many columns in first floor? What is the volume? You can ask easily because the software knows how many columns in the first floor, what is the size, what is the height, everything. Then it will give you the volume. So in the BIM environment, First thing your people should understand, we are going to do object modeling. I click the column, I place the column. I click the duct, I place the duct. I click the pipe, I place the pipe. Even I can make a pipe, okay? Even I can do, one second, huh? Even I can make a pipe. So even I can make a pipe, then I change the height of the pipe, the connection will adjust automatically. If I place a duct and I move the duct 100 mm below, all other connection will automatically adjust and extend or trim whatever, not like 2D environment. So once you've done your model, object modeling, the software knows how many columns you have, how many beams you have. Then the second one, this kind of software BIM tools are parametric. Parametric values are different. Okay, the parametric values means it got its own value, but this parametric, easy way to remember, control by number, meaning if you key in the number, it will adjust to the size. In 2D, when you key in, example last time in AutoCAD, 1 meter gap, then my engineer want to change the opening size to 1.2, 1.2. When I key in 1.2, the size is still 1 meter. I need to manually adjust the opening size. I hope you understand what I'm saying. If I change the dimension only, the dimensions say 1.2, but the opening is only 1 meter. Is it clear? So parametric means control by number. When you key in the number, the sizes will adjust automatically. Even for your 3D, you have a column, 500 by 500 column. You've done it. Then your engineer come and say, we have another one column, 600 by 600. No need to worry too much, okay? Just open the column, edit, then you can go to the duplicate. Then you just key in the size 600 by 600. You got another one column, 600 by 600, which is parametric. When you key in the number, it will change automatically. Okay. Then people are talking about CAD to BIM. Okay. What is mean by CAD to BIM? Is that right term? What is mean by CAD? Anybody? I'm waiting for your reply. I am looking at the good rectangle. Okay. I'm looking at the chat box. Okay. What is mean by CAD? Anybody can answer? CAD. BIM is Building Information Modeling. What is CAD? CAD. It's okay, right or wrong, don't worry. Please answer. I just want to make it interactive. What is CAD? Computer Aided Design. Is that computer aided drawing? No, you are right. You are right. Computer aided design. You are right. A lot of people say, even in Singapore, even one of the conference I attend in UK also, US also, people confuse with the term. When I say CAD, I'm really happy when your people answer computer aided design. When I ask what is CAD, a lot of people answer AutoCAD. AutoCAD is CAD. Even CAD means 2D drawing. The understanding is different. Wrong. CAD is not 2D drawing. Computer aided design. That is CAD. So now you let me know, are you agree or disagree? BIM also comes under CAD. Yes or no? BIM also comes under CAD. Good. Yes. So at least one people answer yes. Yes, you are right. BIM also comes under CAD because it's computer aided design. People totally confused. No need terms of bill of material, but if I'm using computer, okay, using aided, okay, computer aided. That is CAD. So I'm using BIM. That one also comes under computer aided design. People misunderstand CAD is 2D. CAD is AutoCAD. That's why CAD is 2D. They say sometimes they say 2D drawing, sometimes they say CAD drawing. So CAD last time we did it manually. After that, AutoCAD and MicroStation on board. Then we use those tools to draw it electronically. Okay, we draw it electronically. So people misunderstand electronically what we drawn is CAD. This comes under CAD, yes, but that is not CAD. Slowly they talk about CAD is 2D. Okay, so CAD to BIM, a lot of people confuse. CAD is computer aided design. We are used with the BIM also comes under the CAD. If you ask me, I always highlight this one. Okay, then 3D to 2D. When you have a 3D model, then extract the 2D drawing from the 3D model is BIM. Is that clear? If you have a 2D drawing, then you convert to 3D the fake BIM. This conversion, that is not BIM. A lot of, even in Singapore also, a lot of project people said we do it in 2D first. Then one team is working in AutoCAD. Then that AutoCAD get approved. Then pass it to the BIM team. BIM team converting into 3D. Then that 2D team is updating. Then pass it to here. Then they are updating. Suddenly they are really busy with the project deliverable. Everyone working on 2D. When we go and ask what happened to the 3D, they say later we will update the 3D model. But that later never come until end of the project. So a lot of projects are happening the same thing. So people should understand. Don't think we always say the other side is green. Okay. So a lot of people think, okay, India we are not doing BIM, but some people is overconfident. People are saying in India we are doing BIM. When I go and ask, okay, what you are doing in BIM, they talk about only the 3D conversion, which is fake BIM. I always say all the designs start with the 3D. Then you can extract the 2D drawing from the model. Whenever you update the 3D model, your 2D quantity takeoff, everything will update automatically. So you no need to duplicate the job. But now we are doing a lot of duplication. Okay, so 2D to 3D is fake BIM. Okay, this one quite interesting part. So first thing, the BIM process. Can you look at this one, design? Okay, the first one, design, build, operate. So if people know the life cycle of the project, design, build, operate. I design it first. Who are the designer? The consultant, architectural, structural, MEP consultants or the designer. They design it. Then they build it. After they build it, they give it to the operation team. They just operate it. So what the design team will do, who are the designers? Consultants, architecture, MEP consultant. What they do, they come out the concept design, then preliminary, then they bring it to detail design. What about the contractor? They build it. They do the construction and fabrication stages. Then the operation, they are facility management team, then do the operation and maintenance. So can you see them? Can you see the dimensions, everyone? So 2D, 3D, 4D, 5D, 6D. So what is 2D? Anybody can answer what is 2D technically? Anybody can answer what is 2D? Technical term. Only two dimension like length and breadth. Okay. So in any other term, we can say that one. You are right. Can I say X, Y, 2D is X, Y? Can I say that? Y is that? X is that? Can I say 2D? Your sections, your elevations, your plan. Plan is X, Y. Sections are Y is that or X is that. Am I right? So that is 2D. Then what is 3D? X, Y, Z. Am I right? So now we are talking about 4D, which is 3D plus time. Also, we are talking about model-based coordination. Then 5D, we are talking about 3D plus cost. 6D, we are talking about 3D for data. Then 7D, 3D for analysis. So what does it mean? 2D, 3D, 4D, 5D, 6D, 7D. We are talking about the BIM environment. Okay. We are talking about the 3D first. Later we talk about the 4D, 5D, 6D, then 7D. Okay. So first thing you people understand. Okay. Here, let me stop and share. Now you look at the screen, 2D, 3D, 4D, 5D, 6D, 7D. You can see a lot of softwares also available there. Can you see that? So 2D, AutoCAD and MicroStation. 3D, you can see Autodesk Revit, EcoSim, Bentley EcoSim, Trimble Tekla, Graphisoft, ArchiCAD, a lot of tools for 3D modeling. When I talk about 4D, we talk about the project management is the 4D time. So there is two tools. One is for your project management like Oracle Primavera, Microsoft Project, all these kind of tools. The other tools are your model and project schedule connecting tools, which is Navigator, Navisworks, and Tekla. Bim side. So what I'm going to do in the 4D, I'm going to bring in my model and bring in my schedule, then link it, do the simulation and watch the progress of the project. Just sitting in one place, I can watch 100-hour project easily. Then the 5D is casting. I'm going to extract casting from my 3D model, quantity takeoff from the 3D model. Then I add the casting, then I calculate it. So that is 5D. 6D is I just use it for as-built, then bring it for my facility management. Then I use some tools for facility management and do it. Then 7D start code. So first thing, my question, it should be in order, is it? How many of you think it should be in order? When I start the project, I should start from 2D, then 3D, 4D, 5D, 6D, then 7D. When we go for a implementation, BIM implementation, my clients say, Karthik, how long it takes to learn 7D? Again, I just want to highlight one thing. Everyone, please take note. This one might slightly different in Wikipedia. Okay, I'm sharing the Singapore standard, so it might slightly different from Wikipedia. Okay, but this one, most of the countries they are following this one. So here, sometimes my client come and say, Karthik, when we can learn 7D? Now only we start 2D. Then I say, no, you should start with 3D. 2D is later part. Later part means when, not now. What about 7D? You should do it 7D immediately. What is that? Because it's analysis. So every architectural engineering construction team, if they have analysis, first they do the basic design in 3D, then go for analysis. After that, they go for 4D, then 5D. Then only they go to 2D. Okay, this is the one we explained. This is the workflow actually. So 3D first, 7D second, then 4D, 5D. After that 2D. The last one is 6D, which is after the construction. Is that clear? Facility management always after the construction. So this one is after it. So the BIM process, architectural first. Depends on the project. Okay, this one just an example. So first we do the architectural. Then after I finish my architectural, I do the structural. Once I finish the structural model, I do the civil model. Road or whatever, rail, tunnel. Then I do the MEP model. You can see the civil model is we just shown the road, tunnel. Then MEP model we just cut and show the only the MEP. So is in the building, mechanical, electrical, plumbing, fire production. Okay, they call it the M&E or MEP. Then you can see here, this is the 3D model. So after we come out, we will come out the 2D drawing also from the model. Okay, after we come out from the model. So these are the sections. Normally, how long it takes to draw this section? Example, this is my plan. I want to cut a section here. Then I draw this section like this. How many days it takes to draw? It might be more than half a day to 2 days, depends on the draftsman or modeler. But in this kind of software, your model is already there, means your drawing also there. You just cut, you just draw a line, then it will show you a section over there. So these are all whatever you can see in the screen, mechanical, electrical, plumbing and fire production, 2D, okay? Whatever you can see on the screen, this one only just 2 to 5 minutes job. You may need to spend some more time to add the annotations, okay? Take note that one. Annotations will take some time. If you want to add the tag and other things, it may take some time, okay? But just cut the section, immediately you can see the section. Matter of few seconds, the section will come out. So it's really fast for the 2D. Then I can assign the same thing in my 3D also. Look at here. I have a plan. Then I just cut a section here. This is my section. Then sometimes people misunderstand even the section also. So then I show it in 3D. So some isometric view. So one drawing, now I have a plan, section and 3D. Okay. Now the level of detail. So we need to worry about the level of detail. That is really important. A lot of people again misunderstand last time. When you talk about BIM, you talk about the model, hardware, software, level of detail and standard. These are all important. So now we are talking about level of detail, LOD. So the level of detail now in Singapore, okay, different countries got different standard. In Singapore, we are not using any numbers, we are using the stages. Concept design, schematic design, detailed design, construction, as-built and facility management. So we have all the stages. So how the model going to be? When I start the design, I'm just starting the design. How detailed my model should be. A lot of people sit down day and night for 3 months time. They come out a very perfect model when they are doing concept design. I just want to share with you one of the school project in Singapore. My foreign client is an American client. They come out an excellent model for concept. Then we share that one, okay? We share that one to our client. Our authority, my authority said, hey, this is a school project, okay? In Singapore, we won't allow more than 5 floors. Just imagine they did it for 7 floors. Then they they can't throw away the 2 floors. They have to bring it everything into the five floors. So imagine the whole model is wasted. So concept design, example in Singapore, we go for some submission, we call URA submission. In the URA submission, they want just length, breadth, depth, area, volume. Then what is the area of the site? What is the area of the building? What is the volume of the building? What is the floor height? This is more than enough for them. So we make it that is concept design. We no need to put everything in the initial stage itself, which will make you really busy. Then remember, when you work on the level of detail, we are not using number now, okay? But you should remember one stage, example detail design stage, your object may be different level of detail. Example, the interior walls are LOD 300. The furnitures are LOD 200. Then the electrical fixtures are LOD 100. So remember, why I need to model this way? Can I make it everything in detail when I do the detail design level, LOD? Can I do that one detail design level? Let me share one more time my screen, LOD, for you to understand. Is it here? Not here. Okay, let me draw, then you can understand in detail. Sorry, let me share my whiteboard. Okay. Think. Okay. This is really important one. Take note the level of details. Let me share and draw for you. Okay. So we are going to discuss about level of detail, LOD. Okay. So first thing you should understand, do I need to model everything perfectly? No need. LOD 100 we say last time, which is concept. Okay. Now we saying concept design. So LOD 100 concept design, we just make it everything display. Display means I have a building first. Okay, this is the section of the building. I just make it. I have the number of floors. Then the total area, volume I calculate. That's all. Then LOD 200, I just develop my building for prelim. Okay, everything is approximate. When I develop the model, it can be approximate. Example, first I place the wall. This is 300 wall. With finish, yes, but I don't know what is the finish now, so I just make it 300 wall. It can be 350 also, 250 also, approximate. Then I have a door here, I have a window here. Okay, so everything, I don't have the open vision panel in the door. I can do everything approximate. When I go for a LOD 300, which is not equal actually, which is design stage. Okay, which is design stage, everything should be accurate. So this is the tender drawing most of the time. When we go for design stage, that is tender drawing. So everything should be accurate. So now my model, okay, this wall, 300 wall, I make it, okay, I have a finish here. This one, I have a finish here. Okay, this finish is 5 mm, this finish is 15 mm. Then balance, this one is 330 mm. This one is total 350 wall, example, or 150 wall, okay. 130 mm. Then this one is 20 mm, total is 150 mm. So now I'm adding more detail, LOD, level of detail. So you no need to model first instance itself like this. Then LOD 400, okay, is the construction fabrication model, okay, which everything is detailed. What is mean by detail? I have a wall like this, okay. So when I do this one, I have a finish here. How I am going to do that finish? I have a finish here. How I am going to do that finish? What is the finisher's requirement? Everything, connection details, all the detail should be the model. So LOD 500, we talk about as built. After I construct, everything is the as built. So remember, 100 is not equal. Okay, now we are not using numbers in Singapore. Okay, Singapore we say concept model. Concept model only for design, only for display. Preliminary models is approximate model. Design models should be accurate. Then construction and fabrication should be detailed. As built is as built. Is that clear? So when I go to this slide again, I go back to this slide. Now you can understand. So based on the project milestone, you should understand. No need to be everything is 300. Don't think, example, I'm in detailed design. Every object should be 300, which is proper detailed design. Because electrical, furniture, no need to be LOD 300. Because just imagine, today is 2022 March. Now I designed something. I'm going to construct from next month. So my construction will finish 2025 March. Do you think I will use the same furniture design? Do you think I use the same television? Last time we used one television coordination. Okay, I'm talking about 2002, 2003. It's a big television with the big head. Big television with the big head. Now, where to keep it, where we can see what is the angle, because it's projected a lot, but at the time of construction, no more. Everything becomes LCD. So all the coordinations are wasted. So what they are trying to say is, don't waste your time for your furniture and electronic fixtures, whatever. Just concentrate your interior walls, doors. This one should be accurate. Rest of the thing you can later stage you can decide and coordinate. So can you see the screen? One more time, I just confirm the Bim process screen. Hello. Hello.
Yes, sir. It's visible.
Okay, I just want to make sure because sometimes we just continue. Okay, thanks. Okay, now the Bim process is from the owner. So the owner gives the requirements, then the design architect come out the concept model because he get the approval from the owner and the authority, the basic one. Okay, this area, what is the volume of the building, what is the height of the building, and what is the floor heights, and what is the area. All these things they need to get the confirmation. For that, they go for the concept model. Then the consultant go to the architectural, structural, MEP, and coordinated design model. So remember, the consultant come out the architecture MEP model. Then they should coordinate it. Okay, LOD 200 to 300. So once they finish the coordinated, become 300. Then they pass it to the main contractor. He develop the model in detailed design way. The same architectural, but here coordinated construction model. They need to coordinate it. Then all the subcontractor will receive the model based on the contract. Example, the electrical subcontractor will receive the electrical model. So most of the time, the main contractor will keep some contract only with us. Rest of the thing they pass it to the subcontractor. Then the main con and subcon will work together. They coordinate, get the approval from the consultant, then they will construct it. So the coordinated fabricated model they construct. After that, they will come out the as-built, which is LOD 500. So this is the important slide for your people to understand what is the BIM process. Okay. Then the contract type also. I don't know whether in India some place people talking about this contract type, but I'm not sure whether everyone know. So there is two contract type we are using in Singapore. One is design bid built. Another one is design unbuilt. Design bid built is the traditional one. Okay. So example, design bid built. We can see the owner appoint the architecture MEP people, the designers, then they come out the design, then pass back to the owner. Now the owner call for tender, bidding stage. He pass the design drawing to the contractor. The contractor calculate and come back with the lump sum rate. Then the owner will check who can deliver it on time and properly. At end of the day, they finish the bidding, award the contract to one contractor, then he will start doing the construction. After that, that one handed over to the operation and maintenance team for. So this is design bid built. There is a bidding stage. What is design unbuilt? The contractor on board, the initial stage itself, they closely work with the designer. Most of the contract design and build contract, the BIM team will work with the contractor, not with the consultant. Most of the time, the design and build, the contractor team only lead the coordination, everything. So it's something like fast food. Okay, so everyone is on board, early stage itself. Then they come out the planning, design, construction, occupancy, everything is contractor will do. You can see the time saving here. Okay, project duration here, the time. Then here they save up to 60%. Up to 40%. Maximum 40%. They can save the time. They use the BIM technology. Okay, so BIM part, what are the things we discussed? We discussed about the BIM definition, hardware, software, level of detail. Also, of course, we need the standard for that. And we discussed about the level of detail. So now we are going into VDC. So remember, we haven't talked about more than a 3D model. How to do the 3D model, what you're supposed to do the 3D model by using BIM. That one only we discuss. We are going to discuss about VDC now. Okay. So any question? Any question in BIM before I move to VDC? Can I check in the chat box? I just check for another 1 minute. If no question, I can move to VDC. Okay. Okay, let me go into the VDC now. So BIM, as I mentioned, BIM, how you are going to create the 3D model. Using your hardware, software, trainings, also your standard level of detail. So these are all BIM. Is that clear? What is VDC? So VDC here, how you are going to utilize the 3D model. Is it clear? How you are going to create the 3D model is BIM. How you are going to utilize the 3D model, which is VDC. Okay. So you can see the VDC utilizing the 3D model. Then you can see organization bring builders and designers together in a team. So you can see the BIM 3D. Second, sorry, can you mute somebody? Mute your mic. Okay. Thanks. Okay. So we discussed about 2D, 3D, 4D, 5D, 6D, and 7D. So now I'm going to talk about build BIM model and analyze best option, which is 7D. So once I finish my 3D, straight away I go to 7D analysis. Then if I use the BIM, I can, if I go to VDC, I can build it cheaper, faster, and smarter. Okay. Also, you can reduce the project risk, increase the safety. So example, we are going to discuss about our utilizing the 3D model part, which is VDC. Okay. So the BIM is how you develop the 3D model. VDC is how you are going to utilize your 3D model. So from the 3D, as I mentioned, straight away I go to 7D. So I just show one example for the MEP part. So I can use the 3D model, then I create the spaces, then I calculate cooling and heating load calculation from the 3D model. Just an example only, okay? So using some software, I can do that calculation, then I export to another tool, then I can continue our calculation. So the another part of 4D is clash deduction. This is really important. Okay, I keep my chat box open. I want to check with you. What is the difference between class deduction and BIM coordination? Anyone can say? Clash deduction and BIM coordination. A lot of people confused with these two terms. Okay, the class deduction, you are going to find the clash. The BIM coordination, you are going to solve the clash. A lot of people misunderstand. When you have a 3D model, it's really easy. You can bring in your structure model, you can bring in your duct model, then you can ask the software to find the clash, which is clash deduction. So the software will find the class, then it will list it down. Matter of few seconds, you will get the class report. That is not enough. Okay. After that, you have to call your engineers, structural and MEP engineer. Then you can run. You should run the coordination meeting. That is called solve the clash. Is that clear? Okay, so class deduction and BIM coordination we need to do. Also, we can do the 4D simulation. So why I need to do the 4D simulation? The 4D simulation will help me to understand the project progress. How I can do that 4D simulation is very simple. Look at here. I bring in my project schedule here. This is my project schedule. When I am going to start that particular piece or object, then when I am going to finish it. This is my project schedule using Primavera, Microsoft project, or even Excel sheet. I come out my project. Then I link it here. Then I bring in my 3D model. I just auto link it. Now I have a simulation. So people can see few things clearly. First one, the objects are flying. First one, hey, this one third floor. How come the third floor come first? It should be the first floor one. Visually, you can see your schedule. That is really important. Then the 4D simulation, you can check whether the project is ahead or behind. Excuse me, can you mute? Everyone, please. I don't know whether it's affecting others or not. Really sorry. Okay. Thank you. Okay, you can see the simulation. Remember, you can visualize the project, whether your project is ahead or behind. It's my pleasure to welcome you all for this orientation program on effective mentoring. A mentor is not someone who works head of disciplines to show them how to do it. A mentor works alongside the discipline to show them what they can do. Similarly, you are not only a teacher, but you are a godfather for your apprentices. Yes, you have to be with them in ups and downs of your journey in habits. Based on your guidance is carrying to be decided. So, we are responsible for the growth of our mentees. At least now, we have to be ready. Okay. So, the 4D. So, your mentor is someone who. Anyway, the 4D simulation, I hope you can see the slides now. The 4D simulation will help you to identify the project schedule, whether you are going fast or slow. Then the 5D is cost estimation. Anybody can help me to let them know? I think Priya, Priya, yes, Naren. Can you ask to mute? So, his contribution is unforgettable. I would like to bow my head to all the mentors who are making this country proud. Once again, I welcome you all. Thank you.
Sir, please continue. In my opinion, Priya has unmuted herself.
Okay, they muted already. Thank you very much. I'm worried whether you can hear me or not. I'm trying to write my voice, still I don't know whether you can hear me. Thank you very much. Okay, I will continue. Okay, the cost estimation is the 5D part. So you can extract the quantity from your model. So you can calculate the area, volume, air flow, supply and return, whatever air flows, you can easily calculate from the model. Okay, is scheduling or cost estimation also. You have some costing tools. As I mentioned earlier, 5D costing tools. You can calculate the costing also. You can add the rate to the particular items, then it will calculate and give you the total cost. So yeah, as long as again it's very simple, you can you first remember these costing tools. You have example, you have costing tools. Those costing tools are garbage in, garbage out. What does it mean? If your model is correct, your quantity takeoff is correct. If your model is wrong, your quantity takeoff is wrong. If your model got duplication, your volume becomes double the time. So whenever the QS team have their quick checklist, they make sure the quality of the model is perfect. Then they bring it to the 5D tool. Then they use it for the 5D. Okay, cost estimation 5D tool. Then the 6D facility management. This one is quite interesting part. In Singapore, we just last few years they are trying to enter few projects only successfully done. Now a lot of projects are on board. So what is facility management 6D? So your people please take note this part. Okay, the construction, the design is maybe 6 months. Construction depends on the project, 3 years, okay, or 6 years. So construction and design. So after that construction, design, after that build. The last one is the operation, facility management. How long we are going to do the facility management for a building? Depends on the building type. If it is a normal housing or commercial building, it might go for 30, 40 to 60 years or 70 years. If it is the infrastructure, is more than 100 years. So we are going to maintain that building. How I am going to maintain it? How long I am going to maintain it? So please, everyone, listen. This part is really the important, ultimate idea of BIM, VDC, and IDD. Example: we are sitting in a room. the projector or air conditioner is repaired. So you just imagine you are sitting in a classroom, the projector is not working. Then immediately we have to inform the facility manager. The facility manager asks us which room you are in. Then we have to explain. Sometimes the facility manager asks what projector is that, what is the brand. Then they need to check the ledger. Then they make sure what is that, whether they need to repair it or what they're supposed to do. Then they all the way come down and check it. We have to wait until this process is finished. You just imagine the other way, how the BIM 60, okay, facility management is work. When I finish my building, I am the contractor. Just imagine we are the contractor. We finish our building. Then we add the information to the model. You can see some example on the screen. Facility management 60. We add some information into the model. Example, the basic information, date of manufacture, okay, manufacturer name, date of installation, what is that, the warranty period, the basic information, we just add it to the model. Now you imagine this model submit back to the owner. Now the owner got a user ID password. Example, I'm saying in, I'm just going to teach in one classroom. That classroom user ID password, if I key in, it will show the floor plan and see a ceiling plan. I click the ceiling plan, I click the projector and say repair, send. That's all my job. Whatever information I key in while I'm submitting the model, all the information will collect and send to the facility management team together with the GPS location. So they just come to that location and attend the call, then they just go back. You just imagine how much money we can save on that. One case study they have, I just go through it last time. One of the metro project, one speaker is failed. Then the project man, the station manager arranged for the facility team to come and repair the speaker. Okay, he just follow up, then bring them to station. Show all the details, everything, okay? The total cost, just example, the repair cost is 40 pounds. Then the manager's salary, station manager's salary is 60 pounds. For that period only, he work on that period. So we are trying to reduce this kind of costing. So 60 is facility management. Digitally, in future, we are going to work it. Even the 60 now in Singapore, we are using for different purpose. Example, the street light are not working properly. Then we go to the particular app, then we can select that street light lamp, then we take a picture, then just upload it, repair. That's all our job. We just continue our work. Immediately people come and repair it, then update it. That is facility management work. So the facility management is a key. In future, we should have this kind of electronically controlled, last time we call it CAFM, Computer Aided Facility Management. Now people are saying BIM FM. Okay, now we are talking about BIM FM. So the stages in VDC also design, build and operation. Okay, first you should understand and define the things and measure the quantity, then plan and analyze, improve and control. So this is the approach, okay? So the model is BIM. Okay, how I'm going to utilize the model, then how I'm going to use it for my construction, quantity takeoff, simulation, everything, okay? That is VDC approach. I am going to plan and analyze, then I improve and control. So the last part, we are going into IDD. So BIM, how we are going to create the 3D model, using the hardware, software, standard and level of detail. Then how I am going to utilize the 3D model, which is 2D, 4D, 5D, 6D, 7D. And now we are talking about IDD, Integrated Digital Delivery. The important thing, actually, there is a slogan in Singapore, build twice. First, visual, then physical. This is the method we are following. We first make it virtual. We use it for coordination, quantity takeoff, everything. Then we go for construction. So the construction also, how I'm going to use the digital things for my construction. Okay. So you can see connecting stakeholders. This is really important. How I'm going to connect the stakeholders. Example, you think about it. Okay. Now you are working in a project. Architect is working in his own environment. Structure, they work in their own. Even the storage, file storage, everything. Project related files. Even sometimes I notice my company, they just save it in the C drive. Later we go and ask, yeah, I save it in my C drive. Okay, you just upload it in the server. I'm sorry, I lost it. So we need to work in the common data environment, CDE. Okay, we need to discuss that one also, common data environment. So through the digital data innovation and technology, we should connect. Okay, the whole project life cycle from design, construction, fabrication to facility management, everyone should connect internally. Okay, to deliver a better outcome for end user. So can you see the slide now? I hope everyone. So just have a look. What are the things we are talking about delivering the IDD? The very first one, okay, I'm going to, you can see digital 3D building model. I come out the digital 3D model. Then I come out the schedule to make it, when I'm going to do what. Then I just make a pieces properly. I have tagging system to track it. So why I need to track? Example, in Singapore, most of the manufacturing in Malaysia. So we want to know whether the piece is ready in Malaysia, whether the piece is traveling from Malaysia, whether the piece is crossed Malaysia border and come to Singapore, whether the piece enter into site or not, whether the particular piece is cast fabricated on site. So they need a tracking system. They means the whole project will monitor the thing properly. People knows, everyone knows everything. That is integrated digital delivery. So tracking system, okay, real-time e-tracking system. Then logistic, smart inventory and logistic system. So people will follow the delivery once they keep it. Then even the crane also can find the particular object directly because of this coding system. So smart crane system also they are talking about. Okay, not only this one, this is just only one example I shown here. Every staff, every worker will have that RFID on the neck or packet, whatever. So example, the staff, just one staff sitting in the toilet for 1 hour, just inside he watching video game or watching videos or playing video game. Then later they check the RFID, they know this guy is not in the seat for 1 hour, he just inside the toilet for 1 hour. Then they will ask the question. Meaning to say, they can track the people where they are. If there is a fire, okay, immediately they can check how many people are inside. Start. How many people can evacuate from which floor. Easily they can identify because of the RFID smart cards. Okay. So this one is designed for manufacturing and assembly, DFMA. So some detailing how fast we are constructing a building in Singapore. As I mentioned in the early one, 3 months time we are constructing around, 3 years time we are constructing around 700 units, okay, with the proper foundation, everything. So you can see setting up the final version of PPVC module, then first PPVC module, meaning everything they built outside, the PPVC prefabricated, okay, polymetric concrete. So you can see here, then they hosting it, then installing it, then waterproof and sealant they're fixing, then linkway bridge, they come out the building. So now in Singapore, we are planning, even though it's a little bit expensive, we can save more. When we save more time, you can save more cost also. Then also, this one is the PPVC, which is concrete. This one is a mechanical one, plumbing, fire protection. You can see duct, the cable tray, everything, they fix it. They just put it in the factory itself based on the dimension. Then they bring it to site, just fix it, do the connection only on site. Just imagine how fast the building can finish. This is for MEP. So the scope of IDD, so you go to the design, main thing is collaborative and coordinated, okay, design via Bim VDC tool. But when you go for DFMA, digital manufacturing and fabrication, offsite production, fabrication, and component management through automation and robust. Then the digital construction, they are using it for assembly. They just integration, delivery, and the installation of fabricated component on site. Okay. The last one, digital asset delivery management. They just say verification and handover of the asset for operation and maintenance through. So the last part is really important. We call it digital handover. Nowadays, the owners doesn't like a lot of papers, boxes, warranty details, everything on paper. They said it's really difficult to key in for my facility team. Also, we need to keep it for quite a long time. So they want everything digitally. So when they click the model, example, the television brand, every detail is there. Also, the warranty, everything is digitally, they want to hand over. So digital handover, okay. So this one is more than the Bim VDC IDD environment. This one is a quick Bim adoption in an organization. Example, a company would like to implement Bim in their company, and this is the quick process. So if they want to implement Bim, they need to make sure they need to set up the senior management Bim committee. Then they should go for the planning. So what is the adoption plan? Then what is the Bim vision, goal, theme, change management, software, hardware requirement, and also what is the standard for the company, then quality checks, information management, then they define project Bim process. Also the Bim capability, that is really important. The company want to know who is inside the company, whether they need to recruit new people or they need to train the existing people. If they are planning to train the existing people, what is the roadmap and what are the roles, new roles are there, then they need to make people to that particular role. Then the execution plan, this one is a quite interesting topic. If we have time, the later stage, we can discuss about the execution plan. Then what is the result we can get. That is all important for the organization implementation. So each and every Bim environment, Bim VDC IDD environment, you need two documentation. One is organization Bim plan, another one is project Bim plan. So organization Bim plan means it belongs to the company. For that particular company, how I am going to implement Bim, what are the hardware, software, training, support they need to implement Bim in their company, then what is the pilot project they are going to handle it. That is Bim deployment plan. Then Bim project plan is Bim execution plan. So Bim execution plan, all the stakeholders are involved, designer, builder, developer, everyone is involved in the Bim execution plan. How we are going to achieve, how we are going to deliver the required things for that particular project, the method, the technology, everything we discuss about that project is called Bim execution plan. So if you talk about the organization, that is Bim Deployment Plan. If you talk about the project, that is Bim Execution Plan. So you should have a vision statement, enhanced vision, Bim enhanced vision, also Bim authors vision. So what I'm going to do for my company. So you should have a vision on the Bim. Then the trainings, I just want to highlight because when you explain to your students, that is really important. I heard that when I talk to some of the students, they say we are learning. Just an example, I'm learning 3ds Max. BIM tool. First thing I told them, hey, 3ds Max is not a BIM tool. They are really surprised. They say, no, this one is a BIM tool. No, 3ds Max is not a BIM tool. Then what you are studying, they say, I'm a civil engineer. You are a civil engineer. Why you need 3ds Max? How much is the fee? Is really expensive. So as a teacher, please explain to the students, they can join in BIM trainings or VDC trainings or IDD trainings. So the softwares are, yes, is important. 3D modeling is really important, but people misunderstand. Okay, sometimes they learn everything. If they are civil engineer, they should learn only civil engineering is enough. After they join the job, then they can learn slowly other things. They are unnecessarily joining a lot of courses. Excuse me. So you can see BIM awareness workshop, BIM strategic planning, VDC, IDD awareness workshops you can attend. Actually, this session is a BIM awareness workshop. Actually, BIM, VDC, IDD awareness workshop, this session. Then BIM modeling courses, architecture, BIM modeling, architectural track, civil and structural, MEP. You want to learn the modeling. Remember, modeling, different softwares are there. Do you want to learn Revit architecture or Revit structure or Revit MEP or Tekla structure or Bentley open builder, Bentley's road, Bentley rail, open road, open rail? There is a lot of tools. Okay, so first who you are, that is really important. If you want to become a modeler, make sure what I need to learn. Then VDC coordination courses, so you can use the Naviswork or Navigator. Based on the tool, you can learn the coordination. Then VDC management, you can learn VDC building, VDC infrastructure, quality management, cost control management. Also diploma in BIM. A lot of places, even Bibitech, even Singapore BC Academy also having all these courses. Even other places also I can Google it. But check the course content when you recommend to your students. It's not software, okay? Not learning only the software. A lot of people misunderstand that one. So you should know the process, the total process. So VDC, structure, archi, then specialist diploma in B. So this one is a Bibitech one. You can connect with us. Any queries? That's all from my part. Now the room is open for question.
The session is open for the interaction and raising the query. If academicians have any query, please come forward and discuss with the expert. Please come forward.
Don't worry. Don't think that my question may be not correct way. Don't worry. Okay, you can ask anything. Okay, we learn from that way. when they talk about BIM, we don't know what they are talking about. We ask a lot of questions. We understand slowly what is it is really.
Karthik sir, I am thinking that there is no any query at this moment.
Okay.
I have shared your contact details also.
Sure.
So if they have any query regarding the today's session, they will directly contact you, or they may contact us, and we will forward their query to you for
Sure.
your response, sir.
Sure.
Fine, sir. So, on behalf of Construction Industry Development Council and the All India Council for Technical Education, we would like to express our sincere thanks and gratitude for your this very, very informative session. Though I had several assignments to complete at this moment, but I was listening very sincerely of your discussion, your presentation, and really the journey from CD to 6D was very interesting and very informative. So, sir, really this is very good session, and as you told that the session will give you the foundation of knowledge of BIM or IDD or other associated technology. And I also invite all academicians to introduce these innovative technologies to discuss and to teach their students. So, sir, if they will ask for the curriculum designing or for more details for internship program in their institution, PIDC and AICT will coordinate with you and will request your support in this area, sir.
Sure, sir. Sure.
So, sir, with these words, with your permission, we are going to conclude this session, sir. Really, we are very grateful to you for your this very, very informative session, sir. Really, we are very grateful to you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thanks for this opportunity. Thank you.
Thanks, sir.